Hey everybody, hope you guys are having a great day today. I had a good day, you know. I looked at the Hoge chart a few times and it's doing good, man. I keep getting pop-ups from Coin Market Cap. Hoge is up 10%, Hoge is up 20%. I was like, wow, that's great. We're just blowing digits out left and right, you know. And hopefully we could hang on to this. Hopefully we could set a new support, you know. I mean, I know saying support and resistance is kind of like, oh, you can't really use analysis on this, but whatever, you know what I mean? If we could set a new resistance at 2, like that would be great, you know. If we could bounce off 2, because it seems like we're bouncing off 2 as a resistance, but if we can get past it and set 2 as a support and we could bounce off 2, that'll be great. That'll be great if we could not go below it, you know, just to work our way up. You know, when something like this goes up, when a stock starts going up, like Hoge is going up now, it brings in emotional investors. It brings in people, they don't want to miss the party. You know what I mean? They see this going up, and they're like, what? And then they buy in because they don't want to miss the party, and it pushes it up even more, you know? But that's why we're smarter than that. We don't let our emotions drive us. That's why we buy on the dips. We buy when it's low. We buy when everyone's like, what's going on? Why is it so low? That's when we buy. Because we know we've been through it before. If you sell when it's going down like that, you only lose when you sell. When you sell, that's when you threw in the towel and you lost. But if you hold, that is when you have sick gains, right? And speaking of sick gains, I want to talk about what happened this whole year, okay? Now, something funny happened about a year ago, right? Sickness came, right? I guess I'm not allowed to say the word. But a sickness came, and it came here, and there was a lockdown. And in reaction to this initial sickness and lockdown, the whole markets, it was a pretty good crash. I guess you could call it a crash. They came down a lot, right? And a funny thing happened, though. Because of the lockdown, all these people were in their house, right? And they had nothing to do. And they started looking at their 401k, and they started looking at the stock market, and they started, you know, dabbling in stocks and cryptocurrencies. People that otherwise wouldn't do it, but they had nothing else to do. They were bored. They were, looking at their Ameritrade 401k account, and they started, moving some stuff around, And then other people, people got Robinhood, and they had a little extra money because they're not going out. Can't go to restaurants. You can't go to the movies. So instead of taking that money that they would spend weekly on movies and restaurants, they started putting it into the markets, right? So because of the lockdown, the markets went high. And this year, it was a crazy year. There was a lockdown, so you would think everything would be going down because people aren't spending money, but they're putting money into the markets, and it's driving everything up. So I just take that into consideration. I would have some money in liquid. I really would, because I wouldn't be surprised if there's a big correction, because you look at all the markets and everything has gone up so much in the last 3 months. It just seems like it's a huge amount to me. But I have this, that, and the other thing, and I do have some liquid, and I would have more into like high yield dividend stocks. I like Realty Income, and Realty Income actually just raised their dividends, and their stock actually went up about $4. Usually it's between like 59 and 60, 61, and I think it's up to about 64, 65 now. But they pay a monthly dividend, and I like Realty Income. You know what I mean? They rent stores like Home Depot, Walgreens, CVS, Dollar General. They actually like Home Depot will build a store. Realty Income will then buy the store, and then then Home Depot will pay Realty Income rent. And if that store stops producing, stops making money, Home Depot can leave, and then they don't have an empty store in their hands that they have to try to get rid of. So it's basically Realty Income buys the stores when Home Depot builds them and then rents them out to Home Depot. So that's what Realty Income does. And I believe they give 80% of their profit, 90% of their profit out in dividends. So it's a good high yield dividend and a good high yield dividend stock, and I really like that, you know. So news came out yesterday that Visa is the first credit card payment network company to settle transactions in USDC. Now USDC is a cryptocurrency that's pegged to the dollar, right? USDC is pegged to the dollar. So people are going to be able to pay Visa card bills with USDC. Now, what this is doing is it's kind of intertwining crypto in with other financial institutions, right? So, you know, it's just merging blockchain technology into these regular financial institutions, these fiat currency institutions. And that, if you ask me, is great, because all that's going to do is it's going to bring more money into our area, into this cryptocurrency thing that we're into so much, right? And it's just going to make it get bigger, you know. And you know, it's really, you know, we're really in the Wild West here. Anything can happen. You know, a government might be able to shut this down. Who knows? Because you know, a lot of things are in play right now. There's a lot of moving parts. You know, and that's why you have to read and keep up with the news 24/7, because lots of big things can happen and lots of things can come down very, very fast. You know, I don't know if you guys heard the Rocket League Invitational. Well, the Rocket League Invitational, I don't know if you ever saw that game. There's like a truck and they drive around and there's like a ball and you have to get it into like a hoop or a goal or something. I think it's a goal. I think it's like a soccer kind of game. I've seen it in videos before. I've never actually played it. But that's an esports game. Like, people like play that game, right? And basically Hoge is going to be linked to it in some way. I'm not sure. I haven't gotten confirmation. This is kind of through the rumor mill. But what I heard is that either Hoge is going to have part of the prize pool, and for doing that, we're going to get a shout out, something like that. But in some way, Hoge is going to be involved in this game. And if that's true, guys, that's great. I mean, that's great. That's just going to make Hoge, you know, make Hoge's footprint bigger. And that's what we really want, you know. And, you know, one thing I know a lot of you guys bought in when it was high, and I get it, you know what I mean? And I get it, you're like, boy, because it went up so high so fast, you know? And that's why I'm concerned about other tokens that went up so high so fast. I don't know if you guys know what digital gold is. I posted a picture of what happened to digital gold, but it was a cryptocurrency. It was really high. I wasn't involved with it. One of my partners was, and it was completely rug pulled. They completely drained the liquidity pool. Insane. I mean, look at the price. I think it was like $50 a coin, something crazy, and they just drained it. Like, dude, huge loss. You know, and that's why we're so lucky with Hoge, because there's a locked liquidity pool. There's multi-sig access. I mean, these are things that will stop something like that from happening, you know, especially the multi-sig access. If you have one bad actor, you know what I mean, they need everyone else to carry out their diabolical plan, you know what I mean? So, you know, I really have high hopes, man, you know, and especially, you know, all the Hoge team, you know, Anthony, Joseph, Kyle, like, these guys, they're out there. They're showing you their face. You can contact them. They're working so hard for us. They're working so hard to set up the LLC, to set up the DAO. I mean, they're working so hard to get this stuff done, and it's really all for us, guys. It really is, and we have to give back. You know, it's up to us. I mean, yeah, it's cool to make memes and stuff like that, but we need to do other stuff too. Making a meme and putting it up, that's not, yeah, it's good. It's good. Right? But we need to talk about Hoge, because if you look at Hoge and you explain to people how the burn works, how the redistribution works, I mean, that's just will make people be like, Really, because a lot of people that I've told about it have been buying, man. Especially now that it's low again, people are buying like crazy, you know, people that I know. And I really, really have a great outlook now, especially since the AMA, you know, and I really think they should do an AMA like once a week. And I know there's not a ton of stuff to talk about every week because there's lots of legal, lots of just going through code, a lot of stuff. So it's not like they're going to have an announcement like, oh, we're on a new exchange every week, guys. You can't expect that. You don't want that. You don't want them to blow smoke up your behind, right? That's not, we don't want that. We want reality. We want truth. That's what I try to give you guys. And I hope you guys see that. You know, I hope you guys feel that I'm not BSing. Like, no one pays me for anything. Like, you guys have, like, I set up my donation link and you guys have been like awesome. Like, you guys, I can't even like thank you guys enough, everybody that, like, you know, it's great. Like, I'm just, every penny that you guys have been putting into the PayPal is going right to a lawyer, and I'm gonna, you know, everything's gonna work out great, you know. Oh, I want to talk about, what do you guys think about a brick and mortar crypto bank? Like, would that, do you think that would work? Now, for us, we're comfortable having a wallet, having a cold storage wallet, having a hot wallet. It's okay. We're okay with that. But let's say your mother, who's in her 50s, or your grandmother would be interested in buying crypto, but the whole digital aspect of it, going in the computer, scared she'll touch the wrong button and do something, that scares them. But if they could go into a store and they could buy, sell, trade crypto, maybe they would do it. Maybe your grandfather likes to play poker. Maybe he would like trading one cryptocurrency for another cryptocurrency, just like Coinbase does, but he would be comfortable doing it in person. Let's say there was a store like that, and they could call it a crypto bank, perhaps. I think that would be an awesome idea. Now, I think Jim Cramer is a dinosaur. I think he is kind of behind the times. But he said that GameStop should do that. That GameStop should sell games. That GameStop should sell games through the mail like they plan to do. They should keep doing the cell phone thing, the iPad tablet thing, but on top of that, they should buy, sell, and trade cryptocurrency. And I think that's a brilliant, brilliant idea. And what if you could have them hold your currency like a bank? What if it's insured? I mean, I'm sure there'd be a lot more to it, and it probably wouldn't be GameStop doing this, but let's say that could happen. I think that a crypto bank, a brick and mortar crypto bank, would be a good idea. Let me know what you guys think. Maybe you guys think I'm crazy, but I think if there was a place you could go in person to buy, sell, trade crypto, I think it would bring in a type of clientele that would not normally do it on the computer, that wouldn't normally do it on their phone. It just gives them more of a peace of mind. It might not change any of the realities about crypto, but it gives them that emotional support that they need to take that first step to get into the crypto market. And that's what we want. We want people to get involved. And that's just gonna help us because it's going to drive the prices up, you know? So I hope you guys like it. It wasn't a lot of Hoge news today, but, you know, I gave you some of my opinion stuff and what I think and what I think is happening, you know? So, hey, God bless, stay green, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye-bye.